Okay, I think we're good. I think we are up. Let me get in here. I need to go to my... Go to here, manage, make sure everything looks good. Because I don't trust it. Okay, it does. It looks good, or at least, so that's something. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, my controls are off. All off. All off. And then inventory button. Where's my inventory button? Keep on. Inventory. Done. Okay. Now I have my inventory. Yeah, it's been a long time. Long time since I've logged into this server. Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah, a long time since I've logged into this server. Last thing that I did was build up this this little island here, and I think it turned out pretty good, honestly. I made a couple trees. Maddie helped me with some trees. But now oh goodness, everything reset. Do I have my tool? I do not have my tool shulker. Do I at least have an axe in here? I do. I'm gonna have to run over. Probably just about to 0-0. Then we'll be able to find our stuff because all my waypoints are gone. Now I gotta complain to this. Oh, I didn't mean to mute. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are going to be going in. I also need to. Yeah, this upset or update, it reset like all of my stuff. We should be able to go out this way though and get back to civilization. Like all my extra elytra, all that is probably in Madak's inventory. Oh, I'm gonna need to reset my waypoints button. So should be getting closer. Okay. I'm gonna land on a tree. I didn't even think about this being a thing. Simple storage B. New waypoint. I'll make you F12. So B opens this. C opens that. Okay. And just let me know if the music's too loud, because I really don't know. Well, actually, I can just check here. Yeah, okay. I do need to go more of a straight line this way. Is duration 3 they are. And this should let us glide for a few hundred. Maybe more than a few hundred. I should honestly go down a little bit. And then I can go straight. We are almost perfectly straight. Well, maybe not. We are approaching the ground very fast. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Here, I know where we are now. Wow, wow. Okay. This is the castle. It's actually looking really good. So if we go down, follow this shoreline, we should run into Pirates Cove. Yes. We are here. Where is the captain of this establishment? He better be waiting in the tavern. Oh, he's not. This is where we'd always sit to discuss our blackmail and stuff. It's pretty great. I see his icon. Not up here. Where is this dude? What? Hello?
Are you muted? I'm here.
What's up? I don't see you. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, I got some unfortunate news. Maddie has the shulker with all the extra tools in it. Do you happen to have an axe I can borrow?
Oh, I have some tools.
I need to turn you down. What button is that again? Settings.
Yeah, my toolbox is out at the dark.
Is that the dark oak forest already?
Yeah, my toolbox is out there, yeah.
Okay. I got some volumes adjusted. Okay. Cool. So I'm live. So we can get going on this thing here.
and I don't know if I think you might have to fly all the way out there.
Can are your waypoints public?
I can see it.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, okay.
So
He's gonna throw me some chords here, I guess, probably. We might be able to make it public. Good, you got chords for me? Oh, he's in a group. Goodness, how do I do groups again? Yeah, there we go. Hello.
hello. Okay.
Wasn't it like negative 6,000, negative 200, give or take? Or negative 2,000?
It is positive 6050, negative 2000.
So I need to go. So positive 650, negative 2050.
6050. So positive 6000, negative 2000.
Okay. I'll be on my way over there. Dude, you have an ocean monument like right next to your base. You have two of them.
There's like 4 of them.
Imagine how insane. Oh, there's a third one. Imagine how insane of a prismarine farm you can get with those two.
Well, we have a prismarine farm already.
Yeah, but it could be better. Think about it like
We
that.
have another portal based one, so it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, those ones are absolutely nuts.
Let me see, where's my... Oh, I don't have a spare X in my toolbox.
They have a
I
base
got some
unenchanted
some
diamond, but
I got some stone axes. You have yours is unenchanted?
yeah.
Oh, it's got to have silk touch on it. I'll head back. I'll get one and enchant it.
Alright, I'm at 2,000, negative 2,000, so we just got a couple thousand to go in this direction. Yeah, this is the world I got, I walked on every biome on. I forgot about that. Because I was just thinking, I was like, have I been in a frozen river biome before? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, there's an axe. Let me go get some enchants on it.
Good thing we have waypoints. I've forgotten that we, I don't have any extra elytras as well because of that.
Ending on breaking. Silk touch. Efficiency. Okay, I got a diamond axe for you.
Oh, dope, dope, dope. So I always hate flying over these stupid spruce biomes. Because I'm gonna just, because I'm flying high, but not like super high. I'm gonna just run into one of the tall trees right as it generates. Oh, that was a mountain, not a tree. Okay, I'm getting very close. I think this might be the, yeah, right here.
Okay, so this is oak. This is dark oak leaves. This is dark oak wood. This is oak leaves, oak wood, and this one down here by itself is all the birch stuff.
Okay.
Because there's only a few birch trees out here.
I'm gonna put down some more shulkers. I don't know if we need them, but I have them, so I'll put them down.
Well,
here.
group them so we can tell what goes where. Don't just put them in a big old line like
well,
that. Gotta
these
group
these
'em
guys
up
are
somehow.
just straight empty.
Oh, these are mine down here. Okay.
Yeah. So dark oak, leaves, wood, oak.
And you can kind of see I've just been working on this area here.
Okay. Well, let's get going.
I gotta change a hotkey.
Yeah, I had to mess with a lot of that stuff too. What do you think of the new foliage stuff on the ground here?
That's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, but like, but honestly, it just kind of adds clutter. Kind of just adds a bunch of clutter to the ground.
I mean, it's nice if you want to, you know, for decoration and stuff like that. But if you're just out grinding and stuff like that, it just fills your pockets up.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
We might have to bring some shulkers closer to where we're working
Oh
now.
my
And keep working
gosh.
farther and farther away.
I just sent my remote control into the inventory. All right, give me 1 second. I need to get that back.
Yeah, you're gonna need that back. At least you got the waypoints now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It does
Yeah.
use some XP to use them, so.
at least it's not too bad.
And there's a waypoint out at your farm. There's a one for the.
Oh, you have one? Okay. That'll be good then. Should we just over this birch? Yeah, there she is. Well, what is it called?
called gunpowder.
No, the remotes. What are they called?
Oh, what is the thing called? Advanced wireless terminal.
Yeah. Dark oak. Okay, cool. Having some weird rendering stuff going on. Everything is like blocky until it like just gets into render distance.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll take a little bit to. That's the mod.
I gotcha. Oh man. The speed beacon is pretty nice for picking stuff up.
But what? You put a beacon up?
Or no, sorry, no. That was from I guess I still had the buff.
Oh, left over from yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's no beacons out here, unfortunately.
I mean, do we have a wither skeleton farm?
No.
No, like there people kind of go crazy with some stuff like that, with like, like grinding out like nether cubes, so there's just no spawnable.
Yeah.
No spawnable blocks out there.
Yeah.
So was it Mom's kind of obsession with Smurf stuff lately that inspired this, want to do this build?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. What was it?
I just happened to see something, a picture, and I was like, that looks pretty cool.
That's fair.
I mean, normally that's kind of what it is, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
You just see something somewhere, you're like, that looks pretty cool. I couldn't think I could make something like that.
Yeah, cause the thought that I had was like maybe you saw like something Mom was looking at for like Smurf little display on her desk,
No.
and you're like, oh, that was pretty cool, but nothing of the sort.
So, do you want to? Well, we're gonna have to clear cut this whole thing, I guess. I was like, do we need to clear cut the whole thing? But we need all the wood.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've got to clear cut the entire forest. And we'll need the leaves too, because all the petals are all made out of leaves.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's not taking too long.
No.
The mod definitely helps with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. No, the only thing that takes a while is you have to run back around, pick everything up, and then run over and drop it off at the shulkers.
I'm thinking I might start just throwing everything in my terminal, and then put in shulkers from there.
I could probably do that for a bit. My system's not as big as yours is.
Yeah, when we built our terminal system, we were like, we never want to have to worry about running out of storage in it, you know.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing. I thought I built it plenty big enough. I've expanded it twice. Right now, it's got a lot of room in it right now. I think I can click on this right here. Isn't there free slots? I have 978 free slots right now.
How do you take a look at that?
Go to your terminal in the top right. There's an exclamation mark. You can just hover over it.
We have 12,000 free slots right now.
Yeah, I've got 900.
Yeah, we also we even that, and that's with having, what do we have, like 96,000 of the cherry petals in there.
Yeah. Yeah, see, and I go through and when I get lots of something, I bulk store it into shulkers because no, I don't have that much room.
Honestly, I should do that with the cherry.
Oh, I need to go sleep so we don't get mobs spawning in the woods here.
Let's see, how many torches do I have in here? I'm pressing the wrong inventory button. Yeah, I don't have that many torches. I have a couple hundred coal, but that's, you know, we could build that up for some torches to light this all up. Granted, are you thinking like shroom light sort of a thing, or frog light?
Frog lights would be cool, but I don't have a frog light farm.
I'd probably talk to Maddie. She knows how to build those, all those things. Oh, she did that in season 5, the cave season.
Oh yeah.
She did like the massive frog light farms that just did not sell.
Yeah, it just depends on if somebody has a build for him or not.
Granted, all of Maddie's shops in that season looked awesome. She had the shulker farm, or the shulker box shop, and the I think she did 3 different frogs for the 3 different types of frog lights. Yeah.
Yeah, her shulker shop. I know I bought stuff there.
All of her stuff just looks so good. That way I can bring it down just a little bit to like mortal levels when I build, you know, when I base with her. I can just bring it down a little bit so she's not showing everybody up. No, I feel bad about that when I build anything, and it's like, it just looks like dog water compared to what she builds.
Yeah, she definitely does a good job.
Well, that's the thing is, she only started playing Minecraft, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Like, in earnest? Oh, Maddie said that she's glad that you liked them. She's in the stream right now.
Oh, yeah.
What is it to take, is it axe to take down the mushrooms? It is.
Yeah. Yeah, it insta-mines them.
It does, it does. I'm going to check all these in the storage system as well. Then we can get them all in shulker boxes. We have 40 or so boxes built that aren't being used. So I can donate those. And then, of course, we've got like 400 boxes worth of shells. It's not like we won't have the wood to put make them into shoulders.
Yeah.
Let's see. I bet Maddie would want to get in on this build too. Oh my gosh, I hate it when it like breaks the leaves of another tree, so it won't insta-mine that tree.
You know what? I was just breaking, having to chop down a tree that just did that too while you were saying that.
It's just so dumb. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. Like if you're building something out of just wood, it's got to have a way
don't-
to determine whether it's a tree or just logs that you're breaking for a build.
Right.
But it's like, it's just kind of annoying. What's the build? Okay, so the idea. Here, I'll let you explain it, Dad. I'll let you explain it.
Oh, I just want to do a fantasy, like enchanted forest kind of build.
Oh, you can do better than that.
So I've been working on a few things. I don't know what it's going to end up looking like, so it's hard to say.
That is
I've been working.
fair.
Yeah, I've been working in a creative world with the Axiom mod, and I've got some big mushrooms and a ginormous flower that I made. I didn't realize it was going to be quite as big as what it is. I guess when you're working in just a super flat creative world, you lose perspective on how big things are getting. Till you try to bring it with Lightmatica into a regular world, and you're like, oh, this doesn't fit anywhere. So that's why we're clearing this whole forest here, so we have room to try to build something.
Mm-hmm. It all looks super good. You were on some sort of like building steroids when you put them together, like.
Well, the Axiom mod makes it easy to build when you're in creative mode.
Well, yeah, but it's still your brainchild.
Yeah.
All the shapes, everything, color gradients, all that has to come from your own brain.
Yeah. Mom helped me with some of the colors and stuff, trying to pick things out.
Yeah, Maddie's my go-to for that.
Because I try to do stuff and it just looks like garbage. I'm like, why does this look, why does this suck so bad?
It's like whenever I start to build, I swear, is this the current season? Yeah, this is the current season still. So it's like, yeah, every time I go in to build, it's like I forget that there are more than just a handful of blocks in Minecraft.
Yeah, well, it's also hard when you remember how many there are. And you're like, I don't know which one to pick.
I don't know. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, man, we've been talking about maybe trying to get back into this server world a little bit. And then my dad was working on this, and it was like, you know what? That might be the perfect thing. Get back
And
in
we have
for
to
a
pick
full
everything up
project.
because we're going to need all the leaves and the logs for the build, so you can't just clear cut it and just let everything despawn.
I mean, I know, and it's like, I know you can do like tree farms and stuff, but a lot of that stuff just goes right over my head.
Yeah, I've done a little bit with that. I don't know that I've ever built a farm for 2x2 trees though.
Still ain't finished your rebuild? Yeah. The big grump build would be really cool to finish. Or are you talking about your tree? Because both would be really cool to see finished. We just need to get people back in to be able to do anything with Grumpy House. We need to liberate the villager union reps that are currently being held hostage in Pirates Cove.
Better do it quick. They're gonna hang.
Oh, there are already 2 of them out there. I know someone who would be really upset to see that. Both, yeah. No, we need to get going on that. I really like how the little island I made turned out. I think that turned out really nice.
Okay, let's see.
Do we have the resources to build like a big terminal system out here?
Well, you have access to your terminal from anywhere, so you don't have to.
Well, but like I guess, yeah. Maybe I was just thinking of a big central system where after we're done clearing out, we could put everything, so it's not just in piles upon piles of shulkers. But I mean, a system to store all of this, you know, would have to already be massive as is. With the tree capitator mod, definitely. Or is this tree capitator or forestry mod?
It's a part of Vanilla Tweaks.
Oh, vanilla tweaks. Okay, alright. No, that makes sense. I've been thinking of putting vanilla tweaks on my hardcore world so I can do armor stand stuff and things of that nature. And like invisible item frames and stuff.
That should all be in here through Vanilla Tweaks.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting that in on my hardcore world.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
That could make stuff with my Castle Brandenburg pretty damn cool. Like because you got stuff like maps and papers sitting on desks, you know, put that in like an invisible item frame, you know, sitting like, so it's like looks like the paper is just sitting on the desk. It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. These trees need to be just a little bit farther apart. Oh, man, look at that. It's got some weird rendering stuff. I don't know if that's weirdness with the mods or what. It's kind of funny.
What is?
Oh, just how things are rendering.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like rendering like the, you know, like some of the general shapes of stuff with the color, but it's just a bunch of big rectangles in the distance.
Yeah, that's that Distant Horizon mod. It tries to, to save resources. It doesn't render all the blocks. It just renders basic shapes and colors.
Hmm. At least it isn't just like a cutoff into void.
Right.
Doesn't that same mod have that thing where like you can like have it render loaded chunks and you can see like thousands of blocks? Or was that another one?
That's the same one. But normally when you look really far out there, it's really blocky like that. 'Cause like I said, just trying to save some resources.
Hmm. I said, I mean, I'm seeing that just from across, like the blocks across the little lake here. I guess that is kind of far out. A couple hundred blocks out.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I don't remember how it works. That's one of those that Benjamin put on there.
Yeah, I'm sure he could help me out with it. I mean, it's not a big issue. You know, it's just
no,
because
you're right. I used to be able to see farther before it would do that kind of stuff. So I don't know if when we upgraded the server, if it, reset a default distance or something.
I know when I did my update, it made me it needed a different version of Java. So I went and I downloaded the latest version of Java. But then it was like, it's not compatible with Java 24. It has to be 21. And I'm like, well, that would have been great for you to say it had to be 21 before.
Oh, yeah, you got too new of a version.
Yeah, I got too new of a version, and it didn't like that.
Yeah, you need a new one, but not that new.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, this is dumb. I've been sitting here for like half an hour trying to fight with Java installs before I can actually join the stupid game. Oh, that's funny. It was trying to do the thing with rendering trees that weren't there. So it just faded into nothing.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we have a decent chunk of azalea and flowering azalea that we could probably use as well if we need those. I know Maddie needs some, but I don't know about how many she actually needs.
I know you guys did a lot with cherry wood. Did you save cherry blossom leaves?
Oh, did we save cherry blossom leaves?
Okay.
We've got 95,000 of them.
Okay, well, oh, that's right. She's using them for the leaves on the cherry tree, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
we'll have to harvest some for us too.
Like, I'll talk to her about how much she needs, and then we can try and split some up. I don't think
flower petals don't have a lot of them in them, but it does have some.
I'm sure we could pull out about 1,000 or so. I'll talk to her, see how many we can grab. I mean, I think she's still in the stream, so you probably hear us, but I think she's also listening to us in the background while she's at work. I mean, so dude.
Yeah.
Even with this forestry month, it's still taking longer than I thought it would.
It takes a long time.
Well, there was.
Like I said,
go on, sorry.
Oh, good. No, I was gonna say, like I said, if we weren't trying to collect everything, we could run through it a lot quicker and just break it all down and just let it all despawn. But it takes longer to collect all the stuff than it takes to cut the trees down.
Oh, she said we can take some of them, so we'll probably be okay with those. Just she needs to collect more logs anyway, so we'll be having some more of those even chucked in. So, like there was one point I was messing with Num. We were in a realm together years ago, and he needed he set up his base right next to a birch biome because he needed a lot of birch wood for the build he was looking at. And so me and Amy spent hours upon hours clearing out the entire birch forest.
Oh, so he wouldn't have anything?
I set up a shop right outside of his base selling him birch leaves and logs.
that was basically out of his own forest.
Out of his own forest. I don't think I've ever seen him so mad as that.
That's funny.
And so yeah, we cleared out an entire biome worth of birch. And he goes, this is blackmail, Toe. He goes, I had the parcel deed to those trees. You don't have any right to do this. That was so funny.
That is funny.
Good thing I have feather falling. No, yeah. Listen, I've never seen Numb as mad as that day. But you know what he did?
What's that?
He bought like 2 stacks of leaves, placed them down, and broke them to get saplings.
Oh, and then planted his own trees.
And then planted his own saplings again. Oh man. He outsmarted me there. I should have only been selling the logs.
Yeah. Well, it was like earlier in this season when Benjamin set up the shop to do the netherite. What do they call it? That
The template thing.
yeah, the template.
Mm-hmm.
And so he sold me a netherite template so I could go do like a pickaxe or something. And I just took it and I just copied it. And he's like, oh, he goes, I didn't even think about that. I should have just made you pay me and I should have done it for you.
Yeah, and that's what he
I'm
did. That's what he did with me. Because I wanted a bunch of my tools made in netherite. And I had templates. I just didn't want to spend the time to grind out a bunch of netherite.
Right.
So you know, even his business still was making moves. I think I gave him like 40 diamonds or something like that for all of my picks, shovels, and all that. So it wasn't too bad of a deal to save me, you know, several hours of netherite grinding, but I think he had his like cracked bore tunnel running at the time.
Right.
I think that bore tunnel, I'm pretty sure that was the bore tunnel that he set up that did some janky stuff with rendering. So he was shooting like TNT out like thousands of blocks from his main cannon.
Sounds like something he'd do.
Yeah. Expensive as all get out though to build something like that. Like, I really wonder who his investor was for materials. He had to have some form of an angel investor in the project.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's a skelly there. My wood, you can have it. The skelly was trying to steal all of our trees.
I had to kill a zombie. He stole a leaf block.
Dude, these guys out here really are trying to rob us blind. I need you to say something real quick for me, Dad.
Okay.
I need you to say, it's gonna be a clip. You know, I need to make a short out of it. You say, deforestation is POG.
Well, deforestation is POG.
I mean, it is. I mean, we're making net gains right now. We sell all
We're
this
making-
wood, like 10 diamonds a 64 stack.
We're making all the gains, man.
Oh yeah.
The only problem with trying to do that is we're the only ones that are actively playing in the server right now.
And you know what?
So-
No one said there was anything wrong with shoveling diamonds back and forth between our pockets.
Yeah, but
It's like Monopoly.
you're missing the point though. You're not making any progress when you do it that way.
I mean, I just have to sell you like 164 stack more than I bought from you. If all else fails, we can just sell this at the dollar store at Temu.
You haven't finished your dollar store yet.
No, I have not. That's something Maddie was helping with, and then it just didn't. It just never got finished, you know. Because after that, we were like, oh, we'll get our resort started, and then we started with looking at how we can bring Minister Grump to power, you know.
Right.
And then sidetracked with the whole villager union. I mean, the Minister Grump was very, very persistent on making sure that was at the forefront of our worries.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta take care of them villagers.
Of course. I mean,
You don't want anybody mistreating them because like I would never do that.
yeah. No, never. You never have a branding stick to mark them as your own, like a darn horse.
No. I would. What kind of person do you think I am?
Oh, definitely not a pirate. That's for sure.
No.
You're a respectable businessman.
That's right. My employees love me.
Well, that's the thing, though. To you, your villagers aren't employees, so it doesn't matter what they think of you.
Sure they are. Sure they are. They love me.
Well, you've managed to take down every union representative that we've sent, so we're kind of hesitant to send any more your way until we can build up an army to do a big raid. But no matter, even if we liberate them, we won't be able to save them from the mental trauma. I mean, I think you'll end up having to pay for damages for their injury and all that.
No. No, it's all good. It's all good.
If I went there and asked them if they were happy with our current working conditions, do you think they'd tell me the same story?
Oh yeah, they would.
You sound like a true villain.
Because they know better than to say anything else. I meant. No, they love me.
Blink twice if you need help.
Yeah.
I don't have the better animations on though, so they won't blink. No, that doesn't work. Oh, that's too funny. So, do you think we're gonna end up having like the log blocking off like the what's like the C kind of line?
I don't. That's not the way I was kind of envisioning it, but
Or were
we
you
haven't.
thinking?
Obviously, we haven't finalized anything yet.
Well, I mean, this is like you say but this is kind of all your vision, you know. Dude, there's calcite down here. I'm not telling you where it is. It's my calcite. Oh, he can see me on the map, huh?
Actually, now you're too far away right now.
Oh, nice.
For my mini map, I'd have to go to the full map.
No, that's my big issue right now in my hardcore world, is that I have no calcite anywhere. But I really want to use it in some builds. Oh, wait, I'm muted. There we go. I guess I'm muted there.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I want to use calcite in some of my builds in my hardcore world, but I don't have anywhere around me to get calcite. Like, kind of all I've gotten is the geodes,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can find it in like the Rocky Hills or whatever they call them. But I went on Chunk Base and I couldn't find any even remotely close to me. And so that was like, well, oh well. I really need to do like a full overhaul on my stream playlist. I've had like this pretty much the same playlist since like 2020.
I'm flying over to see where you've been working. Oh, I don't even... I was trying to update my map, but... Where are you?
Oh, you know, around. Oh, I'm over here.
There you are.
I've been kind of just expanding out this way a little bit.
Yeah, we have a pretty big area.
I mean, especially considering what we started with. You know, just that little bit around the shulkers, you know.
I mean, we have plenty of room for the build. We just need more materials at this point.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even, well, for the flour, we probably have just enough for the flour. Maybe. Oh, it's kind of hard when I can't see it right in front of me.
Yeah. Oh, it's big.
Oh, it's
That's
big.
for sure.
It's big. Must be. Although, but it's big. But man, does it look so cool. Like what you did, what the cool kids call cook. You cooked.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I was definitely cooking the other day when I made that.
Yeah. You call it, you know, you popped off, you cooked, you know, there's a lot of different things you called it. All of them good. Ooh. I like stretched and it like, I'm getting old. I like stretched and it like pulled something weird in my neck. This is what it feels like to be you.
You're getting old. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I swear there was a point where I could jump off of buildings and be perfectly fine. And now it's like I sleep wrong and my neck just hurts all day.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing, is it'll only get worse from here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, it was some. Oh, I'm trying to remember. There was like this gaming YouTuber. He was Pirate Software, who did this whole thing. He's like, getting older is like a video game. Once you hit
It
about
is, huh?
once you hit about 23, 24, you're done with the main content. And then every 2 to 3 years after that, you get a new DLC. That DLC could be, man, my back hurts, or I can't bend my knees. You can't get rid of them. You can't uninstall them.
I see.
It's like, then you go to the doctor to try and find out what it is, and they say, then don't do that.
Just don't do that thing.
It hurts when I move my arm like this. Then don't do it. It was really funny. It was like, that's what I get to look forward to. I don't want to grow up. I'm gonna stay young and hip forever, Dad. I tell you what.
Yeah, we're gonna rock forever.
Forever.
Yep.
Forever. I have so many hotkeys on my bottom, like row of my keyboard now that because right, my main inventory is C, and then B is for my other inventory for my terminal, and then V opens up my stupid proximity menu. So I'm sitting here like when I'm pressing buttons trying to make sure I don't fat finger, or else I'm gonna open up like 3 different things.
Right.
Oh boy, it's fun. So we're sitting at a solid 15k dark oak leaves and 97,000 logs, or 9,700 logs. Sorry, I wish it was 97,000.
Well, I just went over and emptied my inventory into the shulkers that are under the bulk storage that's over here. We're almost done. We only have 1 empty shulker box left.
All right, here, let me help you out with that here. I'll put up a bunch of shulkers here.
So this is all our dark oak leaf. That's all our dark oak log. Oak leaves, oak logs.
And then what about
the random birch
right
ones over here.
Yeah, okay. Let me get some shoulders here.
Well, we have enough birch. We need its own thing now.
Not too bad. That's how many is that? That's a good handful.
I already stole 2 of them.
I said we have enough. Let's see, how many chests do we have? We have 9 chests. Okay, let me see. B. That's the button I want. I'm getting some more empty shulkers made up, because we pretty much cleared out the 40 or so that we had in our thing. Yeah, that's another 50 in my inventory I can bring out at any time.
Right.
Make sure I am still good on slots. Okay, yeah, I've used up about 600 or so on leaves and woods.
Okay. Alright.
So are we kind of thinking for the ground? Are you gonna try and go with like, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of using like blues and purples in the ground for like enchanted forest.
Well, actually, I picked the dark oak forest because I like the dark green grass that grows
You like
here.
the dark green?
So
I
think
wonder.
I'm sure we'll incorporate some of that. It's got to be something besides just grass, though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking maybe trying to design some like crystal formations that we can put in here too.
More of a custom biome because I hadn't planned on going that far with it, but you know, I didn't think I was gonna have much help with it either. So
I mean, I'm. It's one of those things. Like I said, me and Maddie had been talking, and I'm sure if you wouldn't mind her joining, she'd love to join this. But we'd been talking about trying to get back in and do stuff in the server. Because we had a lot of projects that we started and then just didn't really finish.
right.
And so it'd be cool to get back in, work on some projects, maybe, do some stuff. I almost like as a server-wide build, almost in a way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I would have no idea what we could do for that.
Like I said, it's not like I have everything planned out, so you know, open to suggestions.
Yeah. Guys, I'm really interested in seeing what we can get done from like a terraforming standpoint. Like, it would be too. I think it'd be too much work. It'd be cool to have it almost like on an indent, almost like a grove. I can send you some screenshots, Josh. You can probably look it up right now. Look up Ark Survival Evolved Aberration.
Okay, hold on. Gotta clean up this mess that I just made here with all the before stuff despawns.
Yeah, I got you. Because that's kind of almost in a way what I'm picturing in my head when you said like enchanted forest type of thing. The entire aberration area is all underground, like in a massive cave. Which I know that would be way too much to try and do, put it all in a cave, but...
Ark Survival Evolved. Aberration. And then what? Then just click on what, like
yeah,
the
go
images?
go to like images. Yeah, it's like this entire like underground cave that's like where like all the trees are giant mushrooms, and there are lots of like cliffs and like crystals
Yeah, that kind of
scattered
thing.
around. Yeah, it's like that's kind of what I was picturing, but it's also like, yeah, we couldn't do that entirely because I don't know about you, but even like mining deep slate, with an efficiency 5 beacon even, is not my idea of a good time.
No, I'm with you. But yeah, I'm seeing some of the pictures here.
And like all of the dinos that you find under there, are like they're like aberrant variants is what they call them. So they got all like this bioluminescence that glows and stuff on them. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, we can't really bring dinos in here, but you know.
Right.
But like yeah, like the whole vibe is like yeah, mushroom trees with like underground lakes and massive like cliff formations and like everything is like luminescent, like everything glows. It's really cool. That was kind of what I had as a picture in mind. Because I was almost thinking, yeah, we tear this down and make like a groove, like a grove almost underground.
Well, I
But like
actually
you can
kicked around the
still see
idea.
like the open sky.
I had actually kicked around the idea of doing this in a big cave. I'd actually scoped one out at one point and thought, you know, I could build this in a big cave, like an underground thing that's, you know, kind of like what you're talking about. But ultimately, I decided it's like, I didn't decide not to go that route with it. But
It's kind of what I was thinking. Wasn't really a cave. Like we do a big grove, like we dig down a nice big area. And then we can, because we were talking about having those natural walls to help, like, keep the immersion in.
right,
And use, like,
well, that's why
those, the cliff sides, like, walls for that natural barrier.
right. Well, that's why I thought about maybe doing it in a cave at one point, because then you can have, you know, the complete immersion when you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it did be a lot of work to dig this whole place down, like 5-10 blocks to have that barrier there. But I mean, even then, that could look pretty good even flying over from the outside. At that point. Because then it's not like just a stark transformation from dark oak to enchanted forest, big thing. But I mean, that's not really the point to necessarily look good at flying overhead.
I mean, it would be nice, but it just, like I was telling you earlier, I think with the scale that we're talking about, I just don't see where it's possible.
It's like, you know, it's like
to do it on that kind of scale.
I can get down and I can grind pretty hard for a long time. But we're talking, I mean, just to dig that area out, we're talking like more than just a long time. Like, we'd be talking like full weekends of like 12-hour days. Because there was a point back when I still lived with you guys when we were on Neil's server.
Right.
Where I had this was before they lowered bedrock.
Okay.
They I did a big 101 diameter circle and dug it all the way down to bedrock.
Oh man.
Because I wanted to do like a really cool like nether biodome almost. But it was like 2 weeks of just all day, every day digging. And I was like, that's not necessarily a project I want to replicate.
No, I don't blame you.
Because by the end of it, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, I finished the hole. I got it down to bedrock. But by the time I was done, it was like, you know, I don't want to look at this hole forever.
Yeah, you don't even want to do the build anymore. Yeah, you're just burned out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm with you. I mean, on the castle that your mom and I worked on, we kind of did the same thing. We had to dig out a bunch of the ground and lower the ground to do, you know, what we wanted in the castle. And by the time we were done, we're just like, we don't even care about this for a long time. And I didn't touch it for a long time after that.
It's like, yeah, after something like that, you gotta go off and do something else for a while, and then you just have that project sitting there that you just don't want to go back to, really.
Well, that's why I'm starting a new project here. I still have a little bit of stuff to do on the Pirate Cove and a lot of stuff to do on the castle, but it's like I've worked on those guys a lot. You know, I need something else to work on a little bit, and I'll go back and I'll work on the others a little bit. I'll get them finished up.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those kind of hard parts with this, where like I ran into a little bit with my hardcore world for a bit. I was doing this big compound that was like going to be like the main stronghold, and I had this big pit that I was digging down, not a super big pit. It was supposed to be based off of there was a game called Henry Stickmin. You've probably seen it. We played it a decent bit when we were kids, like
Okay.
me, Samuel Benjamin.
That's not that stick game, that the fighting thing, is it? Did you?
No, that was the one where like you had to like one of them was stealing the diamond, and so you had to like it was like a slideshow game almost, where you'd have your start, then you would like have a thing of like 4 choices, and you had to pick the right thing to successfully go to the next stage, or you died and had to go back to, repick your item.
Okay.
They weren't very long games. There was one where you had to escape a prison. There was escaping the prison, and then there was fleeing the complex, which there were 2 prison breaks in that series. But yeah, they had this big complex called the Wall, and it was a big, basically in a mountain, a big pit that went down, and so like above ground you had like chain wire fence, like hangars and stuff for vehicles, and then there was this big pit that went down that had like all the jail cells and stuff in it, and I was like, that'd be really cool to build. And I got down, I did the first floor, part of the second floor, was digging it down. Then it was like, I really need a different project. I didn't want to work on it for a while.
Yeah, it's nice to have a couple different projects to work on, so you can go back and forth and not get burned out.
That's one of those things that's unfortunate when you're starting a new world, is you really don't have the materials to start a couple big projects,
Right, but you can work on your project for a while, and then stop and go build a farm, and something like that.
And that is true.
If you need a break.
I did that, or I worked on the big, like main prison complex. And I was like, okay, like this place is supposed to be self-sufficient. Okay, I need a farm. Okay, I'll build a little greenhouse, because you wouldn't just have your crops growing out fully in the open. Realistically, you'd have them in some sort of a greenhouse. Then it was like, okay, I need gunpowder. I need to build a creeper farm, and then I had the idea for Castle Brennenburg, and that's been the fixation on that for the last bit. But I've been putting a lot of work into that, and I'm only to like the first main hub, because like it's based off Amnesia, which is a puzzle game, and there are I think 3 main like safe hubs that are like the main hub for like the puzzles. And you'd go back and forth between the rooms in that hub to solve the main puzzle to get to the next hub, basically.
Okay.
I think I'm a good, 2 months in, maybe 3 months into the project. And I'm only to that first hub now, like just getting to it. So I've only done like the intro to the game before there are any main like real puzzles or big rooms or anything.
Right.
And I realized like this is gonna take a lot more than I thought. This turned out really good. I even dipped my, that's just really funny. I was dipping my toes into like some redstone to maybe recreate some of the stuff like puzzles from the game.
Oh wow.
And like there's like in the intro there's a bit where when you walk through it's like a horror game. You know, there's some spooky stuff going on, and there's a point where when you walk through a hallway at the beginning of the game, a door flies open. And so I was like, you know what? You know what? I can make that pretty easy with some tripwire hooks and a dispenser. And in the recording, oh my, it was so funny. I was like, guys, I'm the best. I did redstone. Take a look at this. And I walked through the door, and just for whatever reason, the block fell off of the tripwire. So the door just like opened and then closed immediately. And I'm sitting there like, okay, hold on, take two. I walk through and it doesn't open. I go back, look at the redstone. I'm like, it should be working. It finally worked on the third attempt, but that was really funny. Like that whole section of the video was hilarious because like that was one of those things where I couldn't have scripted it if I tried.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know, those moments are really funny, but it was also like, come on, I thought really hard about how this would work and making it work. It's just not gonna work. I thought about moving it from tripwire to skulk sensor, but I'm also in hardcore. So I'm very adverse to going anywhere where there is skull. Well, that was, oh my God.
I don't blame you there.
As I was trying to find the stronghold, the stronghold is inside of a deep dark. Like one of the ancient cities or whatever they call them.
Right.
And that was terrifying. I had to go in a creative world and find the trigger points and where I can dig down, where I can dig to get to the portal room without triggering a warden.
Oh man.
I mean, it's a really cool stronghold spawn.
Oh yeah,
like,
I bet.
If I was in survival, like there's lots of cool stuff I could do. But you know, I mean, that's one of those things. I really like playing hardcore because it gives a lot of weight to what you do.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Every second you play on that world matters because it could all be gone in an instant. But that also leads to sometimes it not being quite as fun. Because it's like, yeah, I would really love to get to go explore that deep dark. And do something with that cave as a whole. But it's scary. I think I'm like 1,000 or so days in. Which is, I think, around 200 hours of gameplay.
Right.
And I'm not ready to lose that just because I wanted to do a build in a deep dark. Like,
oh man, we're up to almost 16 boxes of dark oak leaves.
oh, see how many do I have? I have 22,000 in my inventory right now as well. With, gosh dang it, I did it again. I was clearing my inventory. At least
You threw your thing.
At least there's a waypoint directly to it.
Man.
It's been too long since I've played with the terminal, so I'm not used to, you know, that discipline's not there anymore to not put it in the into itself.
Right.
I wish there was a thing that just stopped you from doing that in general.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but
I really like having the
'cause-
waypoints back. Why did you?
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, why did you make the decision to not have them in there?
Just because it gets rid of um, some of the scale of your world, I guess. I don't know. It's like when you just pop around everywhere, you never travel anywhere, you never kind of see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that.
But again, I decided to put it in because I was really the only one playing. I was like, I was just getting tired of flying around. There was nothing else to see other than all the stuff that I did. So, you know, there was really no reason to fly around.
Yeah, like we have some work done over on the Grump Tower.
I've been over and looked at the tree, you know, see if there's anything new going on over there from time to time.
Yeah,
But
I definitely want to do more in this world. Because I mean, it's like I said before, hardcore is fun, but there are some aspects of it that's like, I wish I could just sometimes just go around and play.
yeah, just play, not have to worry as much.
And like with something like this, I don't have to do everything on camera. Like with Hardcore World, pretty much everything has to be on camera. It's my biggest series. So there's a few. I feel like everything I do has to be recorded, which also puts a damper on it. Because as much as I enjoy recording, it's like, yeah, it's also fun to play games when I'm not trying to, you know.
Oh man, I can't hear anything. Sorry. I went to go fix my Elytra, and the Endermen are dying, and it's all crazy.
Oh, all good, all good. See. It's so loud I can hear it through your mic of your headset.
Yeah, I bet you can.
I can just do that. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Figured I might as well heal everything else up while I'm here.
I don't blame you on that. I'm gonna go over there probably when I need to heal my axe, and then just heal
Yep.
everything up then too.
All right, I'm out of here. I got everything healed up.
But yeah, like I was
Oh,
saying,
there we go.
it was like it's kind of fun playing on something when you don't have to try to be entertaining while you're playing it. You
Yeah.
can just chill. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Warframe for that. Even then, it's like I wish I could just do it with somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I like how my friends play it, but a lot of them don't work 8 to 5s.
Right.
So when I get off work, some of them are going to bed, some of them are still at work, and it's like, well, that's kind of stinks.
Man, this thing is more than half cleared out.
And we've been going for about an hour and a half, is what my stream says.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it though for the night.
Alrighty. I'll probably get some more done. I'm probably not too long to go to bed.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. That's where I'm headed. I'm old. I go to bed early.
It was actually, you know, when I took that week off a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
I pulled an all-nighter for that.
Oh.
Because I was playing with one of my buddies who works a night shift out at Microsoft for security out there, and you know, when he's just kind of, you know, unless anything happens, you know, he sees anything on cameras, he just kind of chills. So he plays a Steam Deck, you know, while watching the cameras, and we were just playing on Warframe like all night.
Man.
But with the big kicker to where that was like, I can't do this anymore, was the film fest. Because I was up from like 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. Saturday to like 8 p.m. that Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, no, because when you have 48 hours total and you're up for 36 of them, saying, that sucked.
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
bet.
to be fair, we were finalists, but that was like, I don't know how many 48-hour film fests I've got in me. Well, because I was one of the main people helping on editing, so it was one of those things where, like, after we finished, you know, filming, you know, like all the actors went and left, and they told me and Jordan to do that. One of the other dude who was helping edit, they were like, our job might be done, but you guys are only half done with the battle. And I'm sitting here like, don't remind me.
Yeah.
But no, you take care now.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take off, and I'll probably get back on again tomorrow afternoon.
Are there any other types of wood that we really want a lot of? Because I can go grind out some of that stuff too.
Well, it depends on what our big log ends up looking like. It's going to have multiple types of wood in it just for shading and texture and stuff like that. So until we design that in a creative world, I don't know.
I know I can go out and get a good bit of jungle and stuff just in case.
Well, we will
won't
need a bunch of
be-
jungle leaves too, because that flower petal, the top flower petals are made out of jungle,
made
and the
out of
bottom ones are made
jungle.
out of dark oak.
See,
So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of jungle too.
I do still have 11,000 free slots, so I can go get some of
I
that.
think the jungle has kind of a green tint to it, so I think probably more like oak and dark oak.
Mm-hmm. See, in my system, I have 7,000 oak, 24,000 dark oak right now, 13,000 dark oak log, 1,000 birch, 1,000 oak. Yeah, I can go out and grab some jungle stuff too as well, because I still probably have another hour or so, half an hour to an hour I'll be on.
Okay.
so.
Because yeah, we'll definitely need a bunch of jungle leaves. I don't know how much jungle wood we'll need, but might as well grab it while you're there as long as you're cutting them down. But I think we're going to need a lot of oak.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to have to go find an oak forest somewhere and clear cut that thing
Clear
too.
cut that. Do we have any near us? What is this? We have a birch forest right next to us.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to need much birch.
We won't need, yeah. The only thing about
So
birch,
we'll have to find
is
one.
birch forests usually turn into regular forests based on generation patterns.
Okay. Well, like I said,
Oh,
until
yeah,
we
here we
design
go. We
the
got-
actual big log, we don't know.
We got an oak and birch forest, you know, just like the regular stuff right over here, so.
Okay. Sounds good.
And spruce right next to us too.
That might work. We might need some of that.
So, all right.
Okay, we'll
Well,
catch
we
up
will
with you
catch
later.
you later.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. I think I will end off the stream here as well. Just chill for an hour or so before I go to bed. I'm cutting down some trees. So, well, thank you guys all so much for watching. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.